Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 4, Episode 83 with me, Sid, and just over here at the creeper spawner, I'm just going to get a quick night's sleep because I've been harvesting. I've also decided this is the point to stop harvesting because I have run out of food. Another 50 creeper heads. We're now into another barrel of gunpowder as well, so I've got two full. They are open, they're not sealed. There is a very good reason for this, and the reason is quite simply, if they are sealed, they're powder kegs, and if they then manage to inadvertently give them the relevant signal, whether I don't know whether it is purely a case that it only works if they have a redstone signal or if you can use fire. You know what? I'm not prepared to find out, because that would be silly. So yeah, we've been over there grabbing them, getting a few levels. That's kind of secondary. I was mainly after the head so we could do some normalization, some stabilization of the hoofer, the thing. You are at 7 buckets, so we should be good now. Come here, you. And then we check you. You're stable, you're stable. You are... These two are not stabilized, so I need to give them a little bit. Actually, let's give get them on. Now the other thing is, I've got that 9 buckets of milk. I'm out of vinegar. I need to remember how to make vinegar. It's one of those things, you know, you make it very infrequently. Vinegar is with any fruit in alcohol. So we need to make the alcohol first. Now the easiest alcohol to probably make is, we can make cider. That's easy. That's fresh water. All right, yeah. Let's go. Let's get you. Are you busy? You're busy doing something. I don't know what you're. Oh, you're filling up with your internal buffer. That's fine then. Yeah, right. Let me go down and get some fresh water. I've got plenty of fruit because I harvested a load, so that's all good. And then we can proceed on with my my somewhat, that is fresh water. That's fine. We can proceed with my diabolical plan to get some boots. Actually, it's not a very diabolical plan. Let me get this over here, and we'll unseal that, and we'll go and find ourselves a nice apple. Make some cider. Does it have to be a red apple? I don't really. Here we go. 160 ounces of red apple. That's all we need. We'll stick that in. We'll make some cider, and then we'll be. See, that is not right, is it? $160 ounces, 72 hours in a barrel of fresh water, red apple, and that's actually 160 ounces. I would expect that to say. I don't think that's right, is it? Let me just check something. Do I have a knife? I do. I know I've got my good knife in the trunk, but let me just trim you down to 80, like that. That gives me 119. Let's see what happens with that. Better. It's got to say what it's going to output, otherwise you're just going to get nothing. And I've done that before where I've kind of gone, what's going on here? This makes no sense. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. And it's made no sense to me, and, you know, consequently, I got annoyed with it because it didn't do anything. So Pro tip, watch the amount. I think it's actually 100 it likes, but you know, we'll just stack that together there. And then we just need to put some fruit in to make that, turn that into vinegar. Right, we've got you. We need to get rid of you over here. Let me get rid of that. So, last episode we got this all nice and done, and down here we've got this. I need to go and grab that clear glass while I think about it. And we'll get a few more stabilizers in. Quite clear glass. I don't know why it is, but whenever I record TerraFirmaCraft, my throat decides to develop a frog. So apologies, I shall try and edit that out later. The frog, not the apologies, because that will leave a very big blank gap in my commentary here. Let's just get you on. We'll open that and toggle hover mode and bang. Right. So we've got you, we've got you, we've got you, we've got you. So if I go and just complete this, then that will go somewhat to stabilizing our world. And then we can probably do the same up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and then those, and I'll just continue on doing this until this is all stable. I'll be back in a mo. Alright, that's that done. A little job, one little job out of the way, but an important job, so not to be misjudged there. We'll stick that knife back on there. That's crap, but it doesn't really matter. So let me go and have a look at the boots of the travellers. Here we go. It's Thaumcraft. There isn't a... No, we need air shards. Oh, crap. I use bloody air shards to make the things, thinking I need fire shards. Pufferfish. How do we do the pufferfish then? I mean, there is no pufferfish. I mean, I could catch a fish and swap it out for a pufferfish. I don't see any means of getting a pufferfish. I can catch a fish. Let me just... And these have not been transcribed over to... Are they just not going to give you any protection? See, you've got Thaumian boots have been done. That... trying to think what the mod's called. Hang on. By mod. No. Hang on a second. Let me just have a little fertile around a bit, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, I've done a little bit of thinking. I've had a check, and the Thaumcraft, which is the add-on, does not contain Boots of the Traveller. Now, I'm not worried about the armour value. That is largely irrelevant. It's the effect they have that I am interested in. And because the Boots of the Traveller require us to get something we can't actually... We can get a feather. We can get enchanted fabric. I think we can definitely get string. We should be able to get wool. Like that, enchanted fabric. We can get leather boots. We can make TFC leather boots and make them into vanilla. That's not a problem. And we... Oh! You're taking fish now, are you? So that's a fish. We have no means of getting these, but we could get those and give it a try. I mean, you know, TerraFirmaCraft fish gives you a TerraFirmaCraft fish. However, we need a fishing rod. That's our first mission. For which I need string and sticks, because at least in TerraFirmaCraft they haven't changed the recipe of the fishing rod. The fishing rod mechanic, however, well, that's entirely different. Before we do that, however, we need air shards, don't we? Which means we need, let's have a look. We used that in 156, what did we say, was it 30, was it 64 for a thing? I think it was. Well, let's go and grind 64 of these up. We need them anyway, so let's first off start with the sag mill, just see if that will do the work for us. No, it won't. Okay, we have to do it hard way. With the grindstone. And man, it's a grind, I tell you. Gimme. Right, so, well, you know what I'm going to be doing for a little while? Well, I'm going to be doing that. 5 of those. I think it's just a stack of... Are these rich? Oh, they are. Hello. I think we only need a stack of these. So let me get this done. We need to, I also need to, one of these is, that's got that in. I also need to grab some more fresh water for that. We'll get that running, and then I'm going to do a little bit of fishing. See you in a mo. Alright, we've got the water, we're going to whack that in, that gives us our slurry, and then we're going to go and grab ourselves a number of, let me have a look at the shard thing again. We use that. I tell you what, let me just get over there. Recipe for that is one of those is 500 gives 5. So if I put two of those in, we're good. Except of course we're not, because now I've got nowhere to put these spares. Damn you. Pardon me. Pop it all there. Why worry about it? There are bigger things to do than worry about things like that. Right, so we'll pop those in there. We'll seal. That's going to give me 2 times air shards. 10 of them. Right, and then it's down to the lake for a little bit of relaxing fishing. Now, if you've not fished in TFC before, it is different to vanilla. Let me just have a little dink. So what you will generally do, obviously that's not going to go very, very far. So hold it down and give yourself a good long cast out. And then start waiting. And eventually you will get a bite. And then you have to start reeling the fish in. Now, if I do have to cheat in, because a fish in TerraFirmaCraft is multiple meals, I haven't quite decided what a reasonable trade is for fish to Minecraft fish. But it's going to take a short while. So there's a little glitch there. I don't know whether you could see it. What's the season anyway? We ought to go and harvest those crops as well, which I'll do. Because it's October, weather's about to start getting a bit vile, and we don't really want that. So do a little bit of fishing. Now it's a lot easier. I think if there are fish about you, which you will see on the map sometimes, you got one. Look, bring it in, bring it in. It's a bass. We've got a bass. Come on. You got to tire it out. You got to bring it in, then tire it out a bit more. Bring it in. Come on. Come here. Come on, Brad, little bass. Yay. And there we go. We got a fish. 6.5 ounces. Not a great amount of fish. And I don't think that's a fair trade of fish to fish. I think we should be at least a third, maybe 50 ounces of fish for a trade. That sounds fair to me. I mean, I could do 160, but that is going to take forever. But then again, I suppose it's not an unfair trade. So I need to think about it as well. Let me just run out and see if. I just swore I saw a zombie on the mini map then. They're all locked in now as well, so I can shear those now, which is nice. Right, I'm going to do some more fishing. I'm going to do some more avoiding the skeletons. Just, you know, why fight when you don't have to? And I need to harvest these crops, so I'll get on with that, and I shall be back with you in a little while. Okay, one day of fishing has yielded 25 ounces of fish. Yeah. Not the most entertaining activity in the world. Minecraft fishing has never been. It's one of those things you have to wonder what they were thinking of when they thought it was a good idea to put it in the damn game in the first place. Because it really has never been, in my experience anyway, it's never been a popular activity. It's okay. It can be quite restful at times and just sitting by the things and doing a little bit of simulated Minecraft fishing, but it's right up there with Stardew Valley. The fishing mechanic just is tedious, and in TFC it's even more so. We should probably put the fish properly away somewhere, just so until we're ready to combine it with another 25. I think 25 is probably a fair quantity, just based on, you know, my feelings, my personal feelings on this matter. I also need to. This is still not outputted. It's side us. What are we on now? 8th. We're now on the 3rd. I don't know whether that's right or not. We'll leave it a bit longer because it's got time. Oh, there was a carrot. I missed the carrots out of my inventory as well. Those are there to turn that into vinegar. That carrot will keep us just a nibble. I really can't be bothered to go and find a home for it because I need to go fish again. Yay, fishing for the win. Woo. But we'll get that done. It won't take long to get another 20. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. I hate it when there's another fisherman on the banks, don't you? It's just rude. Bong. Let's get a good cast out there. And again, I shall be back in a while. We appear to have a fish with a hat on. I don't know what the hat was. We didn't get it, but that's 29 grams of fish. I think that is more than adequate for what we need. So let us go, and I'm wondering whether the reason I couldn't see that in a... No, it can't be that then. Yeah. Stick you in the tool bag. Let's go and combine with that fish. That will give us the fish to work with should we need to. I suspect we're going to have to come and do the fish thing. It's 54. That's well over a third, over 160. So I think that's a fair trade should that become necessary. So what we got there? All right, we've got cider. We're going to seal that, and that's going to output vinegar. Lovely. So what did we need? Boots of the traveller. Boots. Let me try that without capitals and shouting, because you know how things get stressed when you shout. So we need 2 air shards. Let's go and get those on the train thing for starters. There's 10 air shards. Lovely, lovely. And we can just basically start building this up on the altar. It's as good a technique as any. And we'll pop those in there for now. Right. So if I'm looking at boots, it is absolutely evened. So if I go air shard, so if I do an air shard on that one and an air shard on that one, that's fine. Then we've got a fish, feather, and this fabric. Now the feather we can manage, because we've got loads, and it's a box standard Minecraft feather anyway. And the feather is there, if I'm not mistaken. It's raining, so we should probably think about sleeping the night off, get rid of that rain. And then we need to make this enchanted fabric. I think that's the next thing on the list. Let me just get that for breakfast ready, and we can be on with our stuff. But I'm going to have done an infusion by the end of this episode. This much I know. We are going to have those boots done, even if I have to cheat in the fish. Makes me think of a Scooter song. How much is that fish? Enchanted fabric is wool, which we can do. We just need wool, which is just wool cloth or burlap. Oh, that was right, yeah. That's going to be awkward. Well, not awkward, but we do need to go and get our shears and just go and give our little, what we got over there? What are you? You are my silk touch shears. You are my efficiency and fortune shears, which are probably not going to have any effect on the sheep, but let's get out there anyway. We may need to go. Oh, we can't shear sheep that we haven't trained, can? There's 2. There's 4. This might be a limiting factor here. Let them grow their hair, their wool back. This might be a limiting factor. Right, you. We basically combine you for yarn, and then you do that with their 16 yarn. Make one of their. I need to do burlap, don't I? 58. Let's see what we can do. I don't think we're going to have enough. I genuinely don't. And I can't think of any other way that I can make wool other than that. It makes 9 actually, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I think we're in the burlap camp, but whether we got enough is another question. Your fresh water, you can go on my back. We'll do that. Let me get this jute done, and I will be back with you in a bit. Just had a thought. I've just finished that off. Did I not? Make wool for something else? I'm sure I did, you know. I just don't know what the hell I did with it. It's not going to be up there or there. What the hell would I have done with that wool? It's certainly not in you. Let me just have a hunt around, because I'm sure I had some wool somewhere. And sure I made wool for something. I'm trying to think what it was now. It wasn't you. That was silk cloth. It was the ender chest, wasn't it? Chest of enderness. Used a wool block. So what did I do with the rest of the wool? 'Cause if I must have made 9 blocks of it. Let me hunt this down. Back in a minute. Found it. So I need 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 8 of those, don't I? I made the leather boots as well. They are all ready. They're just box standard Minecraft leather boots. You craft those by recrafting them in the hoofer. And we'll take this and this out of here, and we shall make our enchanted fabric, which is 1, 2. Lovely. That and that can go back, and the enchanted fabric will go there and there. So the only thing remaining on that is the fish and the actual essentials. Let's have a look. Boots of the Traveller requires 25 Voltus and 25 Iter. Right, Voltus is easy. That is feathers. And I did get quite a few of those, so 25. So if I do 12, 13 of those, that will work. And then Iter, let's take these. These are 4 each. And we needed 25, didn't we? Alright, let's go with that. See what we get. So we're going to pop in these first, and then we'll swap out that for our helmet. And then at least we can see what's going on here. It's going to take a while for all of this to cook through, but we'll have plenty of Iter there. So let me again get this done, and I shall be right back with you. Alright, we've got everything. We have got 42 Voltas, we have got 36 Iter. We have got a fish. We don't know whether this fish will work yet. We're going to try it. And if it doesn't work, we shall quickly switch game modes. And because there's our fish. It's a fish. No one can dispute that this is a fish. It is the wrong kind of fish, because it is not a Minecraft fish. It is a TerraFirmaCraft fish. But let us see. It goes on right now. If this starts, the fish is okay, been accepted. If this does not start, the fish has not been accepted. The fish has not been accepted. So we're going to take you. We're going to go and quickly change over. We shall grab a fish. And we shall take our fish and place it in there, and we'll pop that on there, and we shall go back into proper game mode, and nobody saw nothing. Now, I'm going to keep my eye on this, because I've got no backups, no nothing. If that blows up, then I'm stuffed. Not that there's a huge amount I can do if it actually destroys any items, which it probably will do. If it's going to do anything, I've mentioned it. And for those of you who have watched me play Thaumcraft before, you know I think this thing has it in for me. Okay, feather, fish, boots. We have the boots, and my god, they look splendid on me. Do they not look absolutely splendid? Let me oh yes, that's a fashion statement if ever I did see one. And they are fast. Which is also good, which is what you see, to me there are two things in we play Thaumcraft. Well, There are many things you play Thaumcraft for. However, there are some staple go-to items. Yes, I thought I saw a zombie. There are some staple go-to items that you just demand out of your Thaumcraft experience. And one of those is, of course, did you die? Burning up on the way over. You did, didn't you, you silly zombie? One of those is the... Oh, there's another silly zombie. Hello. Bye-bye. Hello. Bye-bye. One of those is the boots of the traveller. They are absolutely awesome. Now, I'm keeping my eye on my hunger because I don't know, that might be why they've not tried. I don't know what, if anything, Grimm's reasons for not bringing these across in the game was, whether there was a good reason or not, or whether it's just from the mod, you know, the TerraFirmaCraft or whatever it was called. I honestly can't remember what we called it. Yeah, there is probably... Why are you... I can't eat that, so why is it showing up as food sustenance value on my hotbar? I don't know, is the answer. Oh, hello. What are you? Gellum and order. Some... Oh dear. I'm not sure how good a thing that is. If you don't know what we're looking at a hungry node. Is it pulling me in? If I get it down here. Yep, we don't want to get much closer than that. Okay, that could be a problem going down the line. However, we're not going to worry about it because there's nothing I can do about it. So, yeah. And of course, we could potentially use it. There's more nodes about here. We've had some new world gen happen. That's what happened somewhere in the Thaumcraft. It has regenerated a whole load of our world gen. I don't know why. I don't know what the rationale or why that would be the case, but it's there. It's happened. You know, there's nothing I can do about it. But we're there. We got Boots of the Traveller. Now the question is, do I bother enchanting them? Because I don't think they're going to give me much armor value, because they don't have the right kind of armor value. They are vanilla Minecraft armor and not Thaumcraft armor, which has got anti-slashing, stabbing and crushing damage. Anti-pierce, slash and crush. And obviously this doesn't have. So enchanting them is probably pointless. A bit of lag there. Let me just stack that a lot. But we got that one. That is really handy. It's going to come in brilliant for, you know, the exploration, which we're still heavily into because we're going to need a lot more. Oh, and we get this as well. We don't get the having to walk up or jump up hills, which is potentially going to save us a lot of food. I do find it somewhat ironic that we all hated the auto jump feature, and yet one of the features we all love about from things like TFC and stuff is boots that have auto jump. But yeah, have they if you're not going to regrow your wool, then you can just bugger off. Yeah, anyway, that's that. Now I was thinking that another thing that might be useful, you know what, we'll do it next time. We've achieved boots, and that is a huge thing for me. It does mean that we need a new armor stand as well, which is going to be well, let's go with this one for now, which is stone and smooth stone. Okay, 2 1 2 3. And this thing here, what are you? You are latex. I'm going to seal you, dig you up. Oh, damn it. It wasn't full. Why is it overburdening me when it's not full? Put the boots on there. That's all good. And we'll take that off for now. Anyway, we are there now. The next episode, I think my next conquest is going to be probably black steel. Just at a guess. I'm going to pop that in there for now because I can't remember where the hell I put the rest of it. Thought I had a load of that. Hey, yeah, there. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.